Good morning. It is Monday, which means it is the first official day of fall break. Yay. I have been working the past couple days though, just kind of going at my own pace and getting some stuff done. And I am so pleased with like all the stuff I've been able to get done. And I'm going to show you my goals in a minute in my journal and how I'm keeping track of what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm proud of myself because I'm like actually getting things done that I've needed to get done for a while. And yeah, today I'm going to write 2,000 words in my novel that I'm doing for Nanowrimo. Speaking of that, I'm making one more change to like my publishing plans, my writing career, and this is gonna be my last change that I'm making. I'm not even gonna say that because I change my mind all the time, but I feel good about this one, and yeah. So I'm basically going back to my idea that I had end of September, beginning of October. I think I might have vlogged about it, of just making Forest View Academy one book. Now, at last vlog, I talked about how I'm gonna like make all my future novels just like one long novel instead of 3 shorter novels. I just feel like that's best, for me because I'm super like creatively hyper, I guess. I like going from one thing to the next, and that'd be good for you guys too because you wouldn't have to, you buy one book and get the whole story instead of, buying 3. So I'm just going to make like all my books one long novel, and looking at Forest View Academy, what I had written already and what I have so far been writing in November, there's no reason why I can't combine it and also finish out the rest of my ideas that I had for like book 2, and then put my whole storyline that I had for book 3. I'll just put it all together, and it all like follows the same big overarching storyline, and plus it takes place over the course of one school year, so it's not like we'll have like big time jumps. There is one cool thing that goes on with time that I won't talk about because it's kind of spoilery, but yeah, I am excited about that. So with that being said, I've already won NaNoWriMo because I had 80,000 words in the original book 1, Sparks and Shadows, and I have written 26,000 words so far. Sorry, I'm still like recovering from my sickness. I've had a cold for like the past 2 weeks. And I've already written 26,000 words in what would have been book 2, Frost and Fates. So yeah, I've already won NaNoWriMo, but I'm still going to continue to write every single day. I'm going to write 2,000 words a day because for my future publishing schedule, I've already like calculated how many words I'd need to write a day to put out 4 books a year, which is what I'm going to do. And so I would need to write 2,000 words a day, which is totally doable with my job and with wanting to have a life of my own and self-care and all of that, which is something else I want to get into. Number 1, I am keeping my day job for the foreseeable future, maybe forever. It is what it is. I feel like I always, September and October, I kind of struggle, and this year was extra struggly because of my own personal life issues. And then by November, I start to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I start to enjoy teaching again. So I think that's what's happening. I'm starting to enjoy teaching again. I'm finding my flow again, finding my rhythm, and like it's not a chore anymore. It feels good right now. So disregard everything I've been saying for the past couple months about quitting teaching. I'm going to continue teaching, especially now that I've worked out my writing schedule in a way where, I can come home and I average about 500 words every 30 minutes. So I'll like write for 30 minutes, then I'll get up and do something else for 30 minutes, or I'll like watch an episode of something or whatever for 30 minutes, just a break. So that being said, I can take 4 hours after work every day and write. That's not a problem. And so I figured out a way to make teaching and writing work together, and so I'm excited about that. I'm happy, you know. Yeah. So I'm still gonna be writing 2,000 words a day. I'm gonna be writing 2,000 words today. I saw that Sarah Sutton did a live stream last night, so I'm gonna watch that while I crank out some words. I want to show you guys like my goals sheet for this fall break that I did in my journal, and we're gonna look at like the progress I've made so far. Okay, so I'm just gonna go down the list of my fall break goals and kind of explain why this is a goal and why it's on the list. So for one, I wanted to win Nanowrimo, and since I have my new like long novel idea, I have one Nanowrimo. Force View Academy will be coming out in January of 2022, by the way. Number two, I wanted to make packets out of my worksheets. So in Google Docs, I've been like for the past couple years creating my own worksheets, just so that if I assign them for homework or something, you know, kids can't look up the answers on the internet. Plus, I designed them based on like what I noticed kids in our district at the 6th grade level needed to work on. And so, yeah, I have combined those into worksheets that are, I combined those worksheets into packets that are, I think I made them 7 or 8 pages long, give or take. And so those are really easy to assign when I am out, like when I have to have a sub, or when I just have a day where I'm like on the verge and I just, you know, can't teach that day. Like I have to be in the room, but I can't like physically like get up and do the job of being a teacher. So they're still getting work, they're still getting, you know, practicing their skills, but it's easy. Like all you need is a body in the room for it to work. And I assigned a packet instead of, you know, having them go here and there for assignments, go to this website, go to that website, do this, do that. It's all right there in one packet, so it's really simple, like for someone just stepping into my classroom. And it worked out really well. So I did that with I made one packet back at the beginning of the month, and it worked out so well that I wanted to have more packets. So I've got 6, one for each 6 weeks, ideally, you know, just in case I need them, because I'm not out often. I've only been out once this school year for a mental health day, and I'm planning on being out 2 days in a row this winter to go to my sister's dance competition, but I'm not planning on being out again, so after that. But it's good to have things like this, just in case you need them. And then this way I'm not like, oh, I should have assigned this, or oh, I should have assigned that. This way I can make sure it's in packet form so the kids get, you know, all the worksheets throughout the year. Fix my jacked up finger and toenails. Yeah, they're jacked up and I need to fix them. So that still hasn't bubbled. This is how I'm keeping track. I've got these markers here, and I'm just going in and filling in dots as I'm completing the task. So I'm planning on doing that today. Make a Forest View Academy digital notebook. I saw someone else on YouTube do this, and I thought it was really cool, so I'm going to do one for Forest View Academy just to like inspire me and collect all my ideas in one place. Wash my hair, did that. Watch The Voyeurs on Prime Video, did. It was excellent. An 8 out of 10. Shave, I finally did that. Grade something in Google Classroom, have not done that yet. We'll do that probably like next Saturday or something. I'm not too worried about this right now. Come up with 200 story ideas. I am on my way. I'm about at like 77. I don't know if I want to come up with 200 or 150, but we'll see. Shape my eyebrows. Finally did that. They were getting out of control. Make a skills practice 5, which is basically just a Google Slides, like, it's like a worksheet in Google Slides form that kind of lets them practice their skills. And we're up to, well, this is 6. I accidentally wrote 5, but it's supposed to be a 6. But we're up to 6 because I made 5 previously. So once again, it's just something for them to do. Takes up, 30 minutes. They can just use their notes and go back and, just practice the skills that we've learned, because sometimes we go through things kind of quickly just out of necessity, but it's really important to spiral back and make sure that the kids are actually learning the skill. Practice Japanese. This is something I've really wanted to do. I've just always wanted to learn Japanese. And so I'm taking time for myself to do that. Like last night, I practiced some self-care. After I washed my hair, I went through a 4-step skincare routine, and it felt amazing just to take care of myself. And I just want to make sure that I'm making self-care and things that I want a part of my daily life, not just something I do every once in a while when I have time off from work. I've got to make work with my life. I've got to make writing work with my life. And this is the way that I'm doing that. I'm just figuring that out this week and weaving it in. That's why I have work things on this list, because there are things that I need to get done. And when I go back to work, I don't want all this other stuff to fall to the wayside. I don't want it to be forever since I've shaved my legs, or let my nails get to the state, or let my eyebrows turn into one, or whatever, I want to make a movie worksheet, which I've already done, just because sometimes when, it's that day before break and we have a movie day, movie and snack day, the kids can get a little crazy when they're hyped up on that sugar. So I just wanted to give them something to focus them. We're still going to watch the movie. We're still going to eat our snacks and stuff, but this is something that you have to have turned in by the end of the day. It is a grade, and it just focuses them, to keep them, from going nuts, basically. They weren't bad, but it's just I don't like all that noise and stuff. And, if I'm letting you watch a movie, you can do a little worksheet, fill in the blank type thing. It's just a general thing. And I might show it to you later in this vlog. It's just a general worksheet that could fit with any movie. Vlog, which I'm doing now, and start the Darkest Minds novel study. So when we read a book in my class, I don't like them to just read the book. I like them to have projects and activities that go along with it. So that's what this is, the Darkest Minds novel study. We're going to read the Darkest Minds after Christmas. Right now we're reading The Lightning Thief. So The Lightning Thief is our semester 1 novel. Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief. And then The Darkest Minds is going to be our semester 2 novel. So yeah, that is my to-do list, and this is all the progress I've made with just being out for 2 days. And I'm finna get to writing now. Alright, so I just got done with my first sprint with them, and they started the second one, but I paused it, and I am up 513 words, so that's good. It was a 25-minute sprint, so I did that in 25 minutes. What I have been doing is using this dictate tool here in Word, and that has been helping. I just dictate, and then I go back and fix mistakes as I go, just because it doesn't pick up everything, especially the punctuation. And then on the in-between parts where they're talking and stuff, I've just been making these plot cards for my like Forest View Academy digital notebook. So I'm not super far in the process yet. I'm like in the middle of making this cover page where I'm just gonna put like inspirational pictures for like the setting and stuff, the different settings, different like major events that happen in the book. And then here is like plot points. So I'm basically, I did like shapes, and I made like 30 of them. I made 30 of them. So yeah, I made 30 of the little shapes, and in them I'm basically writing what happens every 3 chapters, like the main thing that happens every 3 chapters. So I'm gonna go back and fill it in for like the first story arc of the book, and then I've filled in up into where I've gotten into the second story arc of the book, and then I'm going to plot. As you can see, I've already filled in the ending down there, how I want the book to end. But yeah, I'm gonna go in and plot, you know, as I go basically, and figure out, you know, how I want it to coincide to where it flows smoothly, especially since, you know, I'm taking a trilogy idea and turning it into like one single big novel. There's going to be 90 chapters, by the way, and since each one of my chapters is around 2,000 words, it's going to be 180,000 words. So that's what I've been doing in the in-between time. I'm going to get back to the sprint now, though, so that I can eat some breakfast soon. I'm drinking my coffee here, but I'm going to need something more substantial in a minute. So let me get back to writing. Alright, so that's the end of sprint number 2. I didn't do quite as many words this time, but I'm alright with it since this is technically like the time I would be taking a break on my own schedule anyway. Like 30 minutes on, 30 minutes off, but I just went ahead and pushed on. So I had 500 last time, and this time I got about 300, which I'm proud of. I've got about 1,200 more words to write before I call it a day with writing. But I think I'm about to get some food. I might wait until I get to 1,000 and then get the food though. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait until I get to 1,000, and then I have some leftover pizza because Pizza Hut just opened here. Woot woot. I've got some leftover pizza that I'm gonna eat for like brunch, and yeah. Oh, by the way, it is 8:11 right now, so I'm gonna do 200 more words, and then I'm gonna take a break and do like life things, because I'm trying to have a good work-life balance, remember. Okay, so I am about 1,000 words down now of my 2,000 word goal. And so I took a break, I ate my breakfast, my leftover pizza, and now I am gonna get back to writing, but I thought I'd show you guys my teacher things I've been working on so far. So this is packet 2. I'm just gonna show you one of the packets, and then I'm gonna show you what I did for movie days. So this is packet 2, I've got 6 packets in total. First page here is just a point of view type review thing. All the major types of point of view that we work on in class. Then we got this part, so speech, color, sort. So basically they'll just use different highlighter colors to sort out the words depending on what part of speech they are. We've got verbs, nouns, adjectives, pronouns, and conjunctions here. This could be done digitally or physically. I've done it both ways. And then we've got these things that I make called word works. And so they basically just look up these words in the dictionary or using dictionary.com, and they will paraphrase the definition, put it in their own words for each word. This is just a poetry practice thing, dealing with rhyme scheme. They're labeling the rhyme scheme and then coming up with their own couple stanzas of poetry and labeling that rhyme scheme. We've got some homophones here. They'll decide which one fits with each sentence. we have some hyperboles here, so tell me what the hyperboles mean. This homophones one, yeah, I didn't make that one, but all the other ones so far I've made. This one I got from one of our curriculum things, and this one would have to be done digitally unless you wanted to print out the article. So here's the article, Origin of the Alphabet. They're basically going to read the article and then paraphrase it, summarize it in their own words. And that is packet 2. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they all have 7 pages each. And then let me show you the movie thing. So it's called Reading Between the Lines. It can be used with stories or movies. And I made this all myself. So it's just reviewing skills. We've got summarizing. This is our summarizing formula that we use every time we write summaries in class. Someone wanted but so finally. Who's the main character? What do they want? What gets in the way of them getting what they want? So what do they do about it? Finally, how does the story end? I've got a question here about theme, author's message. Just explain what you think the theme is. What's the lesson of the story in one paragraph? Then we come down to setting and mood. A couple questions about setting and how it affects the story. What's the mood? What helps create the mood? Character. Got some questions about protagonist, antagonist, a side characters chart down here, character traits and motivation. Why do you think this character was chosen to be the protagonist? And I've got to name 3 side characters. Give me a character trait for them and what is their motivation. Conflict. What's the main problem in the story? Explain it in one paragraph and how it's resolved. Then they will plot the story, exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, resolution. Reviewing genre there a little bit. Make connections. How does this character in the story or the movie, whatever, remind you of yourself? What does this movie remind you of? What's another movie or a book it reminds you of? And then how does an issue going on in the movie or the story remind you of an issue going on in our world today? And then down here, just to make them think a little bit, I asked them to list a meaningful quote and then explain what it means and what they could learn from it in one paragraph. So yeah, that's that. 3 pages, just to make movie days more productive and less chaotic. So that's all for the teaching stuff. I'm going to get back to writing now. There it is. Okay, so it is basically the end of the day. It's like 6:30 right now. I went to Walmart earlier to pick up some things, and it turned into this whole thing, as it does whenever you go into Walmart. So yeah, I took like a little detour thing from writing. Thankfully though, I only had 500 words left when I left in my 2,000 word goal. So when I came back, I got all my stuff put away, I ate, and I got my 2,000 words written. Not my 2,000 words. Well, I got my 2,000 words written because I finished those last 500 words. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this vlog. Like I said, from now on, 2,000 words every day is what I'll be doing. I'll kind of keep you guys updated throughout the end of the year on like what I'm writing without spoiling anything. I did my nails, thankfully, so I can cross that or bubble that circle in on my to-do list. And I also finished my digital notebook for my book for Forest View Academy. So it's just a Google Slides, and I'm gonna show you real quick. But thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you if you got to this point, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye. Alright, so this is the title page. It's just got some characters and some settings. Just kind of put you in the mood of the books. I'm going to scroll past the next slide because those are like my plot cards, and some of them I have not filled in yet because I'm still working on them. I'm still kind of fleshing out how I want this to go. But basically, I've got about 15 more chapters to write in this second half of the book before I can move on to the third half, which is going to be about 21 chapters, the final story arc of the book. As you can see on the side, I did my main characters and then I did my major side characters, 3 of each. We got the protagonist, love interest, antagonist. And then I've got like my best friend character, my other point in my love triangle character, and then sort of like the mischievous type character. We've got the world, so just some information on the world of my novel here. I guess you guys can read that, that's fine. I'll stop putting my hand in front for that. So that's just some information on my world. And then the conflict. Yeah, I guess you can read the conflict. So I want to make sure that I'm clear on the conflict so that it always feels high stakes, so that it doesn't like fade into the background of all the, you know, teenage drama, coming of age type drama, relationship drama, stuff like that. And then the theme, which is kind of cheesy, but it's also very true. Magical things happen when you believe in yourself, and that's just kind of the theme of the book that I want to make sure is conveyed throughout the story. So yeah, I finished that today. Basically, I like plotting as I go, so I'm calling this done even though it's not like completely done. But like I said, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will catch you in my next one. Bye.